Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is a 105 leFH18b2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that we know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew, but other people know it as a Leffy or a leaf blower. Unfortunately, there's somebody on this team who does not like this Arty, and I'm afraid Major MTP Cat 6 is about to be trolled by one of his teammates, and trolled unmercifully. There he is, the KV1. And by the looks of it, he's got the 57mm gun, which fires once every 2 seconds. Well, Major MTP Cat 6 is not impressed by what the KV1 is doing, and he's not participating in the battle at all. All he's doing is shooting the front of Major MTP's vehicle, and he's doing it with HE rounds apparently. Complete waste of ammunition, because under the new rules he can't do any team damage, but what he can do is ruin the battle for everyone. And here comes the Hetzer, who's not impressed because he recognises that the KV1 is just going to ruin the game. Now, I wonder if you can guess how many times he's fired so far. It's certainly a lot. I think what we'll do is we'll tally up how many times he does fire, and then I'll leave a note in the description to the video, so you can all have your guess, and then I'll tell you who is correct when the game is over, when you've watched the video. Still going. Yes, I'm afraid they're all talking about him. If you've noticed, chat. Yes, I think everybody in chat is commenting on the fact there is an idiot on the team. And somebody's actually said, KV1, go and fight. The problem is that whilst he keeps firing at Major MTP Cat 6, he's not actually shooting at the enemy, and he's not participating in the battle, and an HE round going off against Major MTP Cat 6 might be seen by the enemy at the other end. They might actually see that there's something hitting some object at this end of the map. He's absolutely having no effect on Major MTP, but Major MTP is hitting the enemy. He's already got a shot in on a Matilda for 146 hit points. He's fired once at an Excelsior. He's hit him twice now. And now he's hit the Excelsior for 91. And the platoon mate in the M10 RBFM is also getting involved. But I'm afraid, yes, the idiot is still there. Looks like he's throwing his toys out of the pram. Well, Major MTP Cat 6 just got another hit on the Excelsior, but I believe he is actually having problems now trying to aim because all these shots. He's only managed to get 646 hit points of damage already, but that is more than the hit points of his own vehicle. And the Excelsior gets taken out by his M10 RBFM platoon mate. Yes, the KV1 is still there. He's still firing. I don't think his brain is connected to his hands. Well, the enemy has actually made their way out of the town. They are now on the outskirts of our cap area. We've lost, well, 7 tanks more than the enemy has. And they're starting to get close. I think they're about to win this game. And, well, the Stug 3G is trying to push the KV1 back so he actually gets involved in the battle. And finally the KV-1 has stopped firing at Major MTP Cat 6, but I think it's a little too late, because I'm afraid it looks like the game is going to be over very shortly. There's 6 tanks ahead now, and his platoon mate just got wiped out by the enemy KV-1. And what's next? Well, the other platoon mate's already gone. So now it's just MTP Cat 6, and he's just been taken out by the enemy Hetzer. There's only 2 tanks left. The Troll in the KV-1. And, well, the B1. And I don't think they're going to survive this game. Yep, the Troll is the last one over in that corner. The B1 a little further up the valley. And here comes the enemy to win the game. You can see by his name that he doesn't like Arty. And now he's out the game. And it was a KV-1 that killed the KV-1. That means there's only one enemy left, one teammate left, the B1. Bullet Norm. And, well, I'm not so sure how long he's going to survive. He is facing 9 opponents, so it's very unlikely he's going to survive this. And there he goes. That's the end of the game. So a game completely ruined by a player in a KV-1 who hates Arty. Here's the end of battle stats to that Troll game. And we can see that Major MTP Cat 6 managed to get some damage on the enemy, but only enough to get a win rate of 929. He didn't even get a 5 for effect, actually, medal from the game. If we look at the team score, we can see that he managed to get 646 hit points of damage, which put him third on the team, but actually he was, let's have a look, I think he was actually in 6th place overall, because there was, or 7th place, sorry, or is it 8th place actually, because there were 5 members of the enemy team who were ahead of him and 2 members of his own team. Yes, so actually he was 8th place in this game on damage. The highest scorer was the M10 RBFM on the enemy team, got a high caliber and top gun for 1,589 hit points. The next high score after that was his platoon mate in the M10 RBFM, got 1,284 hit points of damage, followed by the T6 medium 1056. The Hetzer, who killed him, managed to get a Confederate and 1,037, and then the KV-1 managed to get 914, and the SU-85 751, and then we've got Major MTP with 646. Now the Troll is the KV-1, this guy here, and well, that shouldn't have happened. Let's have a look again. That's better. Now if we click on his name to find out his real identity, is that his real name? Let's have a look. Yes, that is his real name. He's only played 306 battles and he's got a rating of 3408. Basically, he is a troll and he takes delight in shooting people. Most of his games have actually been in the KV-1. 91 games in the KV-1 and, well, no games in Arty whatsoever, but you do wonder why Wargaming actually let this guy into the game at all with a name like that, because obviously he is a troll and was taking a troll action. If we go back to the results again, we can see that this guy fired 116 rounds during that game. Most of those were at Major MTP Cat 6 because the vast majority of them just did not penetrate at all, because of course the penetration has been taken out of the game. Team damage is no longer viable, but he did not turn blue at all, even though he should have turned blue early on in his assault on Major MTP Cat 6. If we look at the detail report, we can see that Major MTP fired 6 shots, got 6 direct hits on the enemy, 6 splash, damage of 646 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. It's showing that he received 2 hits from the enemy and both of them were penetrations. It doesn't show the number of hits he received from the KV-1. He earned 18,131 credits, and after ammunition, resupply and repair, took away 15,938 credits, so at least he made a profit from the game. He earned 252 XP, got 101 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 353. But that doesn't negate the fact that the KV1 threw the game for everyone because he wasn't taking part in the battle. He was spending all of his time shooting a Major MTP Cat 6 and just ruined the game for everyone. And I think quite a few players from the chat were very obviously very angry that he was doing that because they could see that it was a complete waste of time. Anyway, this Major MTP Cat 6 contacted Wargaming to complain about the actions of this player, and this is the response they gave. Hello Major MTP Cat 6, thank you for contacting Wargaming Playing Support regarding this matter. To make gameplay more comfortable, we decided to rework the damage system by removing team damage by shooting or ramming. This update was applied in the 1.6 version game version. Additional information on the automated team kill system can be found on the following page. Please feel free to contact us anytime with future difficulties or question. Best regards, Alex Tender. Well, my response to Alex is you're an idiot. This guy did intend and cause team damage, or rather intended to cause team damage, repeatedly. He should have turned blue. Arty do turn blue if they do team damage at this moment, and you know that full well. Therefore, this player should have turned blue as well, and he didn't. So, Wargaming, are you going to do something about this player? Because he's obviously using a toxic name. He's obviously an Arty hater. He's obviously trying to cause inconvenience for his other teammates, and he's definitely trying to cause team damage even though he cannot because the game was updated. But he should turn blue because he is intentionally shooting his own teammates. So kindly rework the system to make sure this player does turn blue when he does team damage, and therefore he's punished properly by being banned or he's given a suspension for bad behaviour. So, thanks very much indeed for watching this video.